What is your name, sir?
Rishabh.
Nishab.
Rishabh.
Rishabh.
Will impact you.
You see, I changed the rule. You get up because the others can see you.
So leadership can impact you. Mean you being a leader, possibly you would be careless at times. But if you take a leadership position, it can change you as a person also, and the persons who you're leading basically. They will also have an impact.
Okay, I'll go back to the question. The question is, does leadership impact our lives? So I'm not the leader at this moment. I'm asking this question, if you are the leader, do you impact my life?
Yeah, if I'm a good leader, I will impact your life. I will, if I'm influencing you in a good way and I'm motivating you enough to, inspire you to achieve whatever objective, so then it will impact you.
None of you is working. Any one of you is working? Articleship is having fun. It's not working. That's fun. Anybody is working? Really working? 9 to 5. Okay, all of you are working. I agree. Okay, now let me ask you a question. You report to somebody?
Yes.
You have to submit MIS? Okay. Daily report, daily planning, weekly?
Yes.
You get task, objectives?
Yes.
Okay, now, have you ever been scolded by your mother? Many times? So once your mother... So if your mother gets very angry on something you have not done right or something you have done wrong, she gets mad. Really mad. How do you feel that time?
At first I feel sad, but then I realize that what she's saying is right. So since we're talking about leadership, she inspires me to make myself.
No, forget about leadership. Let's talk about your
Trying to
mother.
answer the question, so.
Let's talk about how she scolds you.
Yeah, she scolds.
And you get sad. You will go in sequence, in scientific. You feel sad. Then
I contemplate as to why she shouted at me.
you contemplate why she is shouting at me. Okay. Then?
And then, so basically I take some time to calm myself down. And then after contemplation, I realize sometimes I feel she's right, sometimes I feel she's wrong.
Okay.
And then depending on the situation, I probably might take steps.
Okay, we'll take a pause. When you have contemplated that she's wrong, then what do you do?
Then I just ignore and I just move ahead with my life.
But next day morning, you move her with your life. But next day morning, do you respect your mother less?
No, I don't.
Now you start hating her?
No.
Disrespecting her? Or you feel that she's crazy, she's out to, just make me mad and destroy my life.
No, I don't feel that.
You feel normal, as if nothing has happened. Now imagine a situation you have been scolded in the similar way for doing something wrong in your office by your boss. Has it ever happened? How do you feel? Sad?
Yeah,
Or very sad?
sad.
Sad. Same amount of sadness which mother generated or the more?
No, it's not the same because obviously my mom is.
My mom. So, yeah, it's okay. Same for me. I'm just trying to relate. So, when my boss screams at you, the sadness is little deeper. And you get angry also, do you?
Yeah.
And why the hell is he shouting at me? He could have told me this nicely. It happens or not? Why he couldn't communicate this to me politely, even if he could have. So you have more resentment to your manager than to your mother.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because my mom.
Did you not contemplate that he means you're good or bad?
Yeah, I did contemplate, but he's the manager and
He
not
is
my
the
family,
manager
so-
and she's my mom.
Yeah.
That's the difference, right? So, when we influence each other, why the manager cannot be mom? Why the manager cannot be mom, that if he wants to correct you, he scolds at you and he generates the same level of response from your DNA that you feel okay. Usually what happens, the manager shouts, you don't want to talk to him for a week. You just avoid him, that you are so pissed off with him or with her. Why that happens?
So can you say the
Respect,
point?
the level of respect.
Sorry?
So can you say the point? I mean, I couldn't actually gather exactly what you said.
I said that when my mother scolds, after 1 hour, I go back to her again, ask if when I was a child, कि या मुझे भूख लगी है, I want to eat something. After 1 hour, रोना धोना करके, I'll go back to her. But if my boss screams at me something which I have not done right, then I have a resentment in me. That why he spoke to me like that, why he treated me like that, why he screamed at me. Why it happens? I am asking this question. I am trying to find an answer कि ये होता क्यों है? Why it happens?
Yeah, as I said, the level of respect is different.
Why it is different?
That will not happen.
Why it is different?
Family, I mean, it's different when your parents shout at you. It's different when a manager shouts.
No sir, in practical world sir, we know that if we go to mom, she'll give us dinner. If we go to manager, you won't give us dinner.
So that is your belief that the manager is not reliable.
Yes.
That's what it means, right? He is not reliable. He is not reliable. My mother is reliable. So leadership of manager is always challenged because he is not able to generate respect from you.
Also that in case of a manager, at the end of the day, if he's displeased with you, you'll be fired from your job. The mom is not going to disown you just because you did something wrong. So there's always that sense of belonging.
Sense of belonging, yes. No, you go ahead, complete. I'm listening.
That's it.
Yeah. Sense of belonging, the reliability, trust. You have that unconditional belief that your mother means you're good.
You know that your parents will be right. You know that she will be right above you. But then it's not necessary that the manager may be just pissed off with something else and shouting at you.
Basically,
you
we
would-
trust our parents much
more than the-
level of trust we have for our parents are much more than what we have for
This
us.
is the key. We trust our parents. We don't trust our managers. We don't. Right, Rahul? We don't. There is a gap. That is why our response is, you are the same person and you are getting scolded at. So why you react differently? Because the level of trust, this girl is, what is your name?
Ankita.
You deserve a chocolate. You've given the best answer. Chocolate for you. Yeah. Trust. We trust our parents unconditionally. Okay, whatever they will do, it will be meant for our good. So even if they were wrong, you still don't mind it. It's okay. He is my father, or she is my mother. Carry on. But this does not happen with the managers.
So there's one more thing I'd like to add. We have unconditional love towards them. So we don't love them.
We will not discuss love. That's very difficult, another difficult subject which we have no answer to. But yes, trust, we'll stick to trust. We trust them. Right. Do you trust the pilot who drives the aircraft? You don't even know him. Either by choice or by force or by ignorance, you just sit down in the aircraft and you hope that you will land. Right? So does leadership impact our lives? If you have a bad pilot who's drunk or who fought with his wife, or he's in a bad mood and he does something wrong, what can happen? Can it impact our lives? So we agree that leadership impact our lives? We agree? How many of you agree? Please raise hands. All of you. I also agree. Okay, thank you. Does leadership impact our organization? How does it impact? This is GMC. What this is called? GMC? Yeah, GMC. This is an organization, right? Does it have a leadership? Does it have any leader?
Among our friends, we have leader, yeah.
She is the leader? Okay.
Implied.
Implied. You see, another rule of the game is that everyone has to converse. Everyone has to converse. We need to understand, because by the time we end this leadership conversation, I should have my concept cleared. I should have learned from you. That is the agenda I have come here for. Right? You haven't spoken, sir.
So, like what? My name is
Dinon.
Dinon. So it does impact the organization because first, minimally like acts individually. Like if a group of people only work together towards one goal or objective, then only they can achieve something. So if one person gets motivated or something, and a leader is supposed to motivate a group of people. So if the group of people get motivated, only then can they achieve something. Like if everyone goes in different directions, they can't achieve anything.
See, that if the very interesting thing, it is leader's job to motivate people always. That's what I hear all the time, that we need to be motivated. In the workplace also, in our own companies also, we hear that the team needs to be motivated and inspired. So last week I asked somebody, I need to be motivated by you. Because if I need to worry about you, you also motivate me with I worry about you. Right? So motivation, why it is only the leader's responsibility to motivate? Why?
If the leader doesn't motivate, others will motivate you.
Sorry?
If you don't motivate your followers, the followers will motivate you.
If you don't motivate?
You won't be motivated.
No, I am not getting your answer. Can you explain?
If you don't motivate,
If a leader does not motivate,
you won't be motivated.
you won't be motivated. Who's you?
Leader itself.
Leader himself. If leader does not motivate the followers, the leader will not get motivated. Is that what you are saying?
So in a practical scenario, the leader is aware of the wider situation.
What is the practical scenario?
So let's say in an organization, the general manager is aware of what the organization wants to achieve. Now the finance manager might not understand this. So the general manager has to motivate everyone to achieve or to contribute towards the achievement of that broader goal, because he is aware of that broader goal, but they are not.
You are absolutely right. He's 100% right, and that proves the point that if general manager is the leader, whatever he is doing, he is creating an impact on the organization, right? If Mr. Suri decide to come in chappals, you will come in slippers, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Some people will start coming in shorts, Bermudas, possible. Yeah, it happens. You are absolutely right. Then if he wants the organization to achieve certain objectives, certain decorum, he needs to maintain it. He needs to influence others to come on time. He is failing to motivate you to come on time for the lecture. Some of you have come late. So I consider he is failing. He is not listening, I hope. So we agree that the leadership does impact our lives. It does impact our organization also. It's a serious subject, leadership. And does it impact our country?
Yes.
Our favorite subject. Yeah. We can all give the strategic answer to the failure of leadership in India. But it does impact. Right? Have you explain how it does?
So my name is
Najib.
Najib. Yeah. So for talking about this, we can do it more so by a comparison. Like you can compare Dubai or UAE with India. The leadership difference really shows. Here the leaders have they are united and they have a common vision of, instead of fighting with each other, they all want the development of the country.